Gele tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to be walking you through step by step on how to make this beautiful gele. The material I use for this gele is called wrapping foam. This wrapping foam is used for packaging. This material is very light. This is the beauty of this material, very lightweight. This one I cut it 1 inch and a quarter. This is the width. The width of this is 1 inch and a quarter, and the length is 22 inches and a half. You cut 22 inches and a half, then you build it from there. You cut first 22 inches and a half, then after you do it, you put it together like this, 22 inches and a half, then you build it from there. Okay, and we are going to be putting two together for this gele. So I cut my fabric strip 5 inches. 5 inches. This is 5 inches strip in the width. You cut it as long as you want. You cut it as long as you want. As you are sewing it, you'll be cutting it. I'm going to make 9. So I'll put two together like this. You see, this is how I'm going to do it. I will fold it, then fold it again. Then I will sew it in the sewing machine. Then don't cut it. If you cut your fabric very long, don't cut it so that you will not waste your fabric. You understand? After you sew it to this end. That is when you cut. Then you do another one. I will just do one, demonstrate to do one, then I'll proceed. After sewing it, I will start from the shortest one. I'll put it together like this, you see. Then I will sew it. Then I will take the second one, I'll fold it in half like this. Then I'll put it here like this. Okay. Hot gum. Then sew this. Then I will do it like this. Always do it like this, so you get the middle. Then I'll put hot gum here. Then gum it. Cut it. Then I'll cut this too. Then I will just continue off camera to put the 9 layers together. After making the gele, I will put it aside. Then we'll now work on the base, on the turban. So I've already whipped this place, so I will fold this in like 1 inch. Then I will iron it. To pleat it. This is how to sew your pleat. This is the first line. You put the second line like this. Then you sew it backwards. You make sure this place you are sewing is picking the one under, so that it will be attached together. Then, because if you sew it front, the sewing line will be showing, so you have to sew it back, but sew it in a way that it picks the fabric in the down. Then you come to the third one, do the same thing, sew it back, make sure it picks the fabric in the second line, the one you just sewed. That is how you sew your pleat. You just sew everything like that. After pleating it, I will cut it. I'll roll it out like so. I'm using white chalk. Then I will take it to the machine to sew it. Fold it equally. Then you notch it. You fold it like this to know the middle. You see? Then I'll mark it. So the pleat should be in the middle between the lining and the Ankara fabric. And the pleat should be right side facing the right side of the Ankara fabric. Then you put it like this. Then pin it. Then I will take it to the machine to sew it. Then after sewing it, then I'll fold it like this. Then I measure 12 inches. 12 inches. Roll it from here. Then I will take it to the machine to sew. Then I will sew this strap in the back here to tie it. I'll sew it like this. After sewing it, to be like this, you see. Then I will do a running stitch from here, not in the band where the lining starts. I will do a running stitch to this place. I will tight it.